Ashley, and today I'm doing something you don't usually see me do. I actually have a mixed media background. So this was for a challenge at a Victoria Marie crop that I did back in October, and it was a challenge to use at least 2 types of mixed media. I actually ended up using 3. So I used Heidi Swap texture paste in gold, and I put that through a tulip textile stencil. It's the large dot stencil, and then I just added some sprinkles of Heidi Swap Color Shine in gold, because I actually still have some of that left. So the floral paper that I'm mounting the pictures of my great niece on is Echo Park Baby Girl. It's the newborn floral, and I decided to not, I wanted a shelf to put photos on, because I knew what photos I was going to use when I did this background. So I didn't take the stencil all the way to the bottom. So the shelf I'm going to use is that plaid piece of paper, and that is from the Echo Park Baby Girl. It's the newborn arrival plaid. And then I'm going to use that sticker from Baby Girl, that border sticker, and it's the Element sticker sheet. And it's not a full 12 by 12, which I don't know why they bother to make stickers if they're not full by 12 by 12. That just doesn't make any sense to me, but they do. Anyway, so when I use those, I always have to hide them behind something else, which is what I did here. So now I'm looking at the chipboard sheet. I'm looking at the sticker sheets for Baby Girl, trying to decide what to do. And I find this really beautiful chipboard piece there that is from the chipboard phrases about sleep pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing you a lullaby. So she was sleeping when I walked in. And then she woke up and she's staring at me because she's like, who are you? This is the first time I ever met her. So then I found that piece that says Dream Big, and that is a die cut. And that came from the ephemera. And then that tag that says Sweet Girl is another die cut, but that came from the frames and tags. So she was born in June of 2020, and because she was born during the pandemic and they don't live in the same city, they live about 8.5 hours away from me. I did not actually get to meet her until she was 3 months old. So I wanted to make sure she had a decent immune system before I went to meet her, really honestly. So my sister and I, who is her grandma, my sister is her grandma, I have a sister and a brother. So anyway, my sister's her grandma. We drove down to visit them. So socially distanced and all of that. And isolated ourselves before we went down to visit them, just to make sure that she and her little brother would be safe around us. So anyway, there's all that, right? And I hope by the time you see this, things have settled down, because as I'm videoing this, it'll be a few months before this goes up. As I'm videoing this, Wisconsin is definitely on the naughty list across the country because our numbers are horrible right now. So anyway, I am adding some ink here, and that is the Tim Holtz Vintage Photo Distress ink. And then because the ATG doesn't work that well on things like that texture paste, I added a little bit of wet glue there, my Scotch tacky glue there. So then I'll just add that distress ink, and I'm just kind of pouncing it along the edge. You know, this is smooth, so you don't see a lot of, but you do get the shadow of it on the edge of the chipboard. So then I decided I wanted some flowers in here because there's flowers on the Dream Bag, and I went to the puffy stickers from the Baby Girl collection. And then of course I have to add a little bit of foam tape behind there because the chipboard is up, so this needs to be up as well. And now I'm trying to decide what to do here because I need something above that Sweet Girl, and I'm not sure what that is. And that's where the tag comes in here. The Sweet Girl came from, the tag here came from the frames and tags, and the Sweet Girl came from the ephemera pack, just in case you're wondering. They have 2 chipboard packs and 2 ephemera packs with some of these Echo Park collections. And their I've used their baby collections quite a bit for grandchildren and my great nephew before my great niece here. And they all were, the collections were all constructed like that. So it gives you lots of stuff to play with if you're scrapbooking a newborn. All right. Now I am looking at the brads here because I really think I need something, I don't know, different on this page. A little bit of a different texture. So these brads really are adhesive brads. You don't have to punch through. So that is lovely. That was the greatest invention because I like the idea of brads. I like the metal with them, but I really don't like the idea of punching through things. The holes never seem to land in the right place. So that's all good, but I think with this one, I need something behind that brad. So I go to my little bag of scrapped, I take scraps of foil and glitter paper, and then I punch hearts out of it, or I do hearts. I've done postage stamps. I've done butterflies. Started that when I did a wedding album for one of my nephews, and I've just kept it up. So if I have a little scrap of something, I grab one of my punches and punch away. So that is a Martha Stewart punch, I think. All right. And then the foil papers from Recollection. So just adding in, again, a few more of those brads, this time in the pearls. I like the shine it gives to this just because the background is shiny, so I think it does a nice job. And even though that background is busy with all those dots, it's kind of reads a little bit, not solid per se, but your eye fills in the pattern, so it's not so it's not so unexpected. So it doesn't feel too busy, I guess, is what I really want to say. All right. So I have that down. So I've added a heart to each of the 3 embellishment clusters, and I do need some twine in that tag. You don't, of course, have to, but I'm going to. It's another little texture on the page. So that is from Hobby Lobby. All right. I'm all done. So there is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well. I'll be back with another lad again soon. Bye, everybody.